What is going on, everybody? We back at it again, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did not think y'all even gonna get a video today, cause your boy have been dealing with a toothache, mouth pains since freaking like Saturday afternoon, bro. I hate that shit. That's like the worst. All the pains I had growing up in my life, bro. Anything dealing with the face is a bitch. Like I could deal with a headache. You know what I'm saying? Headache and a migraine, that's not too bad. Just don't move as much. But the toothache, bro, or the gum shit, when that shit has a pulse, when that shit doing that shit just ruin your whole day, bro. You ain't doing shit for that whole fucking day. But anywho, low-key kind of feeling better. We'll see by tomorrow. Tuesday, we'll see, bro. Oh man. But yeah, we got our boy CJ Dachamp, you know what I'm saying? He doing some other shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he doing this shit though. You know what I'm saying? Doing other things besides, the anime shit. I'm happy for it. Cause I'm here for it. Cause there's a lot of ignorant niggas across all medias, not just anime. and this nigga here, Grievous, 2003. The ultimate clanker, bro. This nigga, I don't know why George switched him up in the Clone Wars, man. In the 2008 shit, I don't know why they switched him up. Cause in this bitch, he was a menace. And we had this nigga in the 3D shit. Oh my god, that and like how they changed like the force powers for the Jedi. Cause in this shit, the 2003 shit, there was OP. You saw Windu and Yoda doing some shit, which rightfully so, because they're the masters. You know what I'm saying? There's Yoda, then there's Mace, the top two niggas, say they head honchos. You feel me? I feel like the shit that Mace Windu was doing in that shit in this, he's been doing in the Clone Wars. You feel me? I just feel like you gotta be levels to this shit, bro. It's Yoda, Windu, Dooku, you know what I'm saying? Sidious, all them niggas that doing crazy ignorant shit. And then you got, you know what I'm saying? Okay, damn near everybody on the council should be doing some shit like that, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you know what I'm saying? The pleb Jedi. You feel me? But yeah, man. About to see this shit, bro. Oh my god. And also, this is WR style too. This Samurai Jack shit, cool. Good times. But yeah, hit the video with a like, man. Comment down below and subscribe. We're to 3K. Now subscribe. Fight on Patreon, Twitch, the Give It channel. Link in the description down below. Subscribe to our boy CJ, man. Get bro the 3 milli type beat. Without further ado, let's dive on in.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
Okay. Shaggy, don't do. Shaggy.
That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Damn. Laton. That nigga was the devil, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series on the channel.
Let's get it.
Forbidden Files. Now let
Hey.
me quickly explain to y'all what this is. These are not trials. These are files in cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden Tier, and it is.
Oh, hold on. Who we got?
Trial. This.
Oh my god, this fucking Doomsday. Oh my god, this Doomsday from that animated shit, bro. Low key, bring this back, bro. I missed this art style from the animated DC universe and whatnot, films and whatnot. I missed that shit. Darkseid, no introduction. Joker, no introduction.
Is the new tier.
This nigga, no introduction. That, come on, man.
Called the Forbidden Tier.
My nigga Doom.
And it is
Spidey.
strictly reserved for Legends of the Game. And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous.
He did, bro.
Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk about 03 Grievous like niggas talk about Vaughn. Like this dude was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like
Facts. And most of them niggas, look at that shit. Hold on. Mundi, he on the console. Shakti, is she on the console? I don't think Ayla is. Is Ayla on the console? On the console, I don't think so. I think Shakti and I think Mundi definitely is. But yeah, bro. Oh my god. See, this was Windu. If Windu was here, Windu would not have this none of this shit happen to this nigga. And Windu was like, shut the fuck up.
Was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Dead ass, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself, on feet by himself.
Look how he was fighting.
And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars, and you've never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo,
buckle up.
You're in for a ride. So
Buckle
let's not
up.
waste no more time. Without further ado,
The Forbidden Files. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Case 1. Sliming out multiple Jedi at once. Now this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this
Look, we got Grievous in this, and we got the big girl Ventress, you feel me? In this too. Oh man. Good times, bro. I remember when this shit came out, bro. I was hyped. I was hyped.
Has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down. While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general, he's unstoppable. Oh God, what the hell? And the next thing that you see when
like I said, bro,
planet is this man falling over.
There's Yoda, and then there's Windu, and then there's fuck niggas Jedi's, bro, and he was one of them. Could not be me. Don't give me the Force, cause I'm not going. So I'm trust you give me the Force. That's like my ultimate power. You give me the Force, nigga, I'm gonna train day in, day out, bro. You gonna see me doing some fucking Yoda, Sidious type shit, bro. Chosen One type things, bro. I'm gonna train my ass off, bro. I'm not about to be caught lacking in these streets, bro.
And Grievous stopping the communicator in the ground. The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids. So while they had them completely surrounded at this abandoned ship, Grievous makes them cease fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said,
Attention, Jedi scum!
Hey.
Surrounded by the glorious Separatist army.
Hey. Hey, WFX though. You hitting that hoe. Boy had Shaggy sweating. Mundi like, huh?
So after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi himself, they all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga.
Lock in, bro.
This is walking towards them right now. And let me say this real quick. The Jedi in here are no pushovers. Especially
Facts.
These three.
That's what I was saying. Those three.
Kiadi Mundi,
You feel me? The Jedi Council.
Shakti,
baby girl.
A pain in the ass.
Hey, you ain't gotta bring that up, bro. You ain't gotta bring this shit up. You ain't gotta do this.
Fight in the Force Unleashed. In Ayla Secura,
baby girl.
Shorty that took like 10,000 back shots from.
Bro, they held so fucking dirty, bro. I was so sad, bro. This shit always gets me every single time, bro. It did her so. They're like, what did she do? What did she do? Was she treating them niggas that poorly or some shit? Cause god damn, all the clips they had, they was not stopping, bro. She was not getting back up, bro. Come on, man. Damn.
These are known Jedi masters. And the fact that this man Grievous had this long head ass motherfucker sweating bullets is insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around the wreckage. They couldn't tell where this dude was at all. So this is where the insanity begins. This poor Padawan that
poor
looks
Shaggy.
like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy. Not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy? And boy, oh boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy.
Tight?
That is just hilarious.
That's crazy.
But anyways, while Grievous's footsteps got louder and louder, Shaggy, being the same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside.
Shaggy, don't do it! Bro, that sound effect niggas doing nowadays for shit, bro. I seen one with Gohan, bro. With that shit, that should be killing me. Hold on.
His composure. So he runs outside just to get squashed by this nigga Grievous.
Bro.
Yeah, R.I.P. Shaggy. That is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope and squashed him. Knocked the sonic rings out that nigga.
Where's body at too, bro? His body gone.
Very closely. His entire body disappeared. That means the impact of that fall was so hard, his carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after Grievous squashed Shaggy, he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears. These niggas were shook.
Y'all some deeper keeper shit.
To a survival horror. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other, you see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He drops from the roof and starts going to town on these niggas.
Let's go.
And enjoying every second of it.
What?
This man is a literal cheat code. He can turn his body into a Beyblade. This is the most unfair shit I've ever seen. Like, how the hell are you supposed to fight a 10-foot
Look at this. Look at this.
Move his body like a Beyblade. Oh, and guess what? That's not all he can
Nope.
do. Because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing.
Look at this nigga, bro. Look at this.
With his feet. No way in hell a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this. No twin, nah. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro. I wholeheartedly understand why George Lucas nerfed this nigga. So as the fight continued, long-head ass Kiadi Mundi tried to force push, bro, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side of the roof. So this is when Grievous decided to start singling them out. He jumps back in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this wildebeest looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, put him across the green one, then just slapped this nigga with
boom that nigga. Goodbye.
Boom that musty ass wildebeest immediately when he was
sorry, bro.
with him. So
sorry.
after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shakti decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him, but Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this one Jedi tries to pull up on him. I'm gonna refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grippers and slams into the ground, breaking his neck on impact. Bro didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last seconds of life was him getting his face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after.
God
boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped her face mid-air.
Bro, yeet.
Of their bodies across the map with his feet.
Bro.
That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying.
Man, this is the type of shit I wish we got in the Clone Wars, bro. The 3D shit, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Your feet is OD. So the last two Jedi remaining were Longhead Kiadi and Shakti. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight. And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shakti. And he was
lock in, baby.
Oh shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes in to swing on her, but Shakti barely blocks this with the force and gets flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission. So the last man standing was Kiadi Mundi.
Lock in, nigga.
Elongated, dingling head.
You have two. You got two brains, nigga. Use them bitches.
And picked it up with his foot, and he was staring at this nigga Kiadi, laughing at his ass like,
You fool! With your elongated head, I've been trained
Bruh.
in Jedi arts by
Count 2. Ooh.
So after Grievous finished taunting this
Bruh.
man, he ends up pushing Kiadi and knocking the saber out
Damn.
of his hands immediately. And Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the clones. And the clones looked at that boy Grievous and said,
Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker.
so they start
Up,
shooting at Grievous,
up,
and Grievous
up
is
two.
bashed, while the clones are blasting every single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue trying to shoot bro down, Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the
You
whole
hate to see
front
it.
line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash is fast as hell. And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first
Bruh.
ever appearance. So
Bruh.
let's review this carnage that he caused. He
Bruh.
crushed
Bye,
Shaggy
Shaggy.
into oblivion, put Wildebeest nigga up on a shirt,
Mm.
ripped Yeet with his feet, and broke his neck, and threw their asses across the ship with his feet, and
Sheesh.
damn near killing Shock T along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed on the communicator, along with his entire battalion. So yeah, this man packed up 4
Yeah.
but Ayla and Shock T on a stretcher, and
Facts.
Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had.
No, dead ass,
Yeah,
bro.
and guess what? That was only case 1. We still got another case left. And boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier.
Poof. Why am I sweating?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move
Oh,
on
hot in
to
here.
case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now,
Uh-oh.
what you're about to
Hey.
see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even
Yep.
though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is
Yeah.
still kind of what basically happened. So how this went down. This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him. So the Separatists end up pulling up to Coruscant in a massive battle.
Them niggas
just
pulled
ensues.
up. I would
Now,
love
before we
to
get
see this shit
Grievous,
too.
We gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was
Hey.
probably off this battle. Nigga turned
Hey.
into the Doomslayer. Just
Hey.
shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care. Bro,
Hmm.
droid in front, turned around, smacked this
So
nigga,
big.
clipping his ass. Then he throws his gun at this droid, blows his head off.
That nigga said, yeah. Fuck these clankers, cuz. Yeah.
Like, nah, bro.
Ah,
You know this man was top of the leaderboard in every
No
single battle.
facts.
Bro just dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds. So while the battle continued and Captain Fordo was
My
running
nigga
up
say he
the
was getting
scoreboard,
active, bro.
we see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping tea, not
This
giving
nigga,
a care in
bro,
the world.
bro.
This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now. He's
Don't
just
care,
looking at
bro.
all this shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga.
Crazy.
So while Palpatine was enjoying his tea, Shock T, a bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her. And they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. But Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh, Master Shock T, greetings. Would you like to enjoy some tea with me while I watch the battle? And she like, no, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room. When they
Uh-oh.
started getting louder, Shock T
Uh-oh.
immediately
PTSD.
who this was.
Get down, Mr. President!
Hi, how are you?
So he breaks through the window, letting himself right in the room. And look at this mechanical, lanky ass nigga ore farming. Bro really had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started
That
dropping
nigga's
niggas
up,
off.
boy.
So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like,
Greetings, Master. I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up. You mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the 3rd movie.
Sorry, Lucius.
Now capture me and make it look believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shock T pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones.
That's
But
not gonna
Bro
work.
didn't care that he was surrounded at
The
all.
fuck?
Dude was actually ecstatic, because now he could let loose and kill some niggas. So the clones start firing, and Grievous jumps up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down. Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him and plants him on the wall, then just slices him down the middle. I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg.
Not the cankles.
His own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out. Bro grabbed his leg with his own leg, then sent him
Yeet.
flying, and he's gonna fall for like 100 fours before he goes splat. Oh man, rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to murder everybody in this room and make this clone look up
Damn.
to the sky to see God, we get to one of the nastiest kills of all time. Grievous grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his
God.
Oh dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell in the voice.
Oh
If you
my
look to the
God.
right, you can see the horror on this one clone's face.
Bro
You
said,
don't
"My
even
nigga,
see his
you
face, but
good?"
you can tell just by the look. If I saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'ma be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point, just put the gun down and accept your fate or just run. Those
No
are your only
facts.
options. Look what happens to this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield.
Not the
and
grippers.
slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous. So
Yeah, he having
Grievous
fun.
continued to murder everyone in that room. Those
Ugh.
clones stood zero chance against this man. They were literally used as meat shields
Facts.
so Shakti and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button.
That nigga like, hurry the fuck up.
Because dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the screams stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous busts through the door on all fours, running at them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force pushes. So Shakti ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later
Nigga,
on,
I ate
after
that
they
little
escaped,
weak-ass
they're
shit.
all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they had time to breathe, but that lasted for a whopping 10 seconds. They looked to the right, and this nigga Grievous is
Running
the
down.
building.
Running down the building.
He is running down
What's
a
up, my
building,
niggas?
keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like, no, bro, no, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nerfed this, man, because
Facts.
this is ridiculous. So this one clone said, nah, twin, fuck this shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not gonna lie, was that warranted?
Yes.
I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground floor, they are surrounded by a bunch of super battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of him. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the ground, and starts moving through the house. They was trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they just decided to run. There was no
This nigga competent, bro. They had to. You can't have competent niggas in your shit, low key on the cool. This nigga was too competent, bro.
point in fighting.
He was getting
so
shit
while
done.
They was on the run. Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final two clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine was Shakti and the other two Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They went from fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. And I'm not gonna lie,
Oh, no,
this next
Force
scene
users-
had to be one of the most terrifying.
Nah, Force users don't give a fuck where they fight at, bro. They gonna run the fade. They don't give a fuck where they fighting at, bro. You can see that from watching all six of those damn films, the Clone Wars. This shit, it don't matter. They gonna run the fade. Well, the fade is, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is that? They gonna run it.
Scenes of all time when they thought they were safe behind this train. This man Grievous pops up right behind them. Jump scare of doom. So he starts walking them down and pushing them back. Then kicks both of the two Jedi to the side.
Sorry ass
so
niggas.
He ends up walking up to Shakti and telling her,
Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slimed!
but Shakti ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the Force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked.
Yoink.
And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about a good 20 minutes passed, and they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shakti ended up splitting up from him, and the other two Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they
Nope.
were soon about to realize, not even getting yoinked by a high-speed
And
train
that shit yoinked
would
that nigga
stop
too.
this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he drops down and starts fighting the other two Jedi. And while he was doing that, look at this evil, conniving motherfucker.
Look at this nigga, bro.
Good, Grievous, good. Slime those niggas, Grievous.
Bruh.
So
Bruh.
Grievous continue to fight them. They end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other two arms and starts using all four of them holes. And when he was using all four of his arms, they stood no chance.
Look at the look on their face, bro. The look on their face at all, bro. GG.
And it was game over for both them niggas. So Grievous finds Palpatine and he looking at him like,
I've done it, Lord Sidious. Are you impressed?
about fucking time, you half-breed clank. Now get me on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was Sidious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shakti finally ends up making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees the other two Jedi dead.
Gone.
And Grievous holding up Palpatine and Palpatine looking at her like, oh, hello, Shakti dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me? So Shakti runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shakti some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to leave, my God,
a real nigga pulled up.
Motherfucking window.
A real nigga pulled up.
Came down and looked at Grievous like, you a fake demon twin. And crushed
Facts.
this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And
Tuh.
this is the incident in this continuity that gave him that iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for case 2. This man launched a
That's what I was saying.
invasion
If he fought a real nigga, that wouldn't have happened, bro.
on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion.
RIP.
Then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shakti for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that
Crazy.
is the end of our first ever Forbidden File. I hope everybody can clearly see and understand why this demon got nerfed. Because if he was moving like
Shaggy.
this in Revenge of the Sith and
Bro.
3D Clone Wars,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
then dear God, the Republic would have been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous,
Dealing with Dooku and this nigga.
that nigga had to go. Just
Yeah.
straight up. So with
Yep.
that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want any more Forbidden Files because I have a whole
That's a line. That's a hey, that's a lineup right there, bro.
list of these. And also make sure to follow the other socials because that is where I'll tell y'all what all the future videos will be. And until
Hey,
next
B.
time.
Let it go, man. W video, man. Oh my God. Yeah, 03. Yeah, he had to go. He had to go, bro. Again, you have to deal with you have to deal with Dooku and that nigga. Nope, that's too much. That's too much for the Republic, bro. That's too much for the Republic. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Darth Maul and Savage, you know, into the chat too. On top of that, that's 4 demons. That's too much. That's too much, bro. That's too much on me. Oh my God. And Ventress. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much bullshit happening, bro. Very too much. Oh my God. Yeah, 03 though. Yeah. But like I said, that would never have happened. If you'd have ran up upon Yoda or Windu, that would have never happened, boy. Thank you, boy. Oh, but that's a real nigga. Holy shit. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, RIP Shaggy though. Stomp that nigga out. Oh my God. But yeah. Well, y'all, thanks for watching. I'm gonna head out because Lord have mercy. I don't want to push it too much, man. You feel me? Because I'm still not 100%. I could still feel it pissing me off. Yeah, W video by CJ, man. Oh my God, he gotta do Doomsday. That Doomsday, he gotta do that Doomsday. Oh my God. But yeah, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.